This is a public service announcement. Don't park here, because you'll get ripped off. This here is the Maritime Carpark, and there's a very big problem with it. So the way this car park works is you park up, you go about your business, go for a nice little wander around Falmouth, and then when you get back to your car, you pay when you leave. So here's what happened to me. I had a lovely day out in Falmouth. I'd been here for a few hours. I parked in this car park just here and then went about my business. There's signs everywhere that tell you to pay when you leave. And then how it works, when you get back to the car park, you go up to the pay meter and you enter your registration. Once you've entered your registration, it then asks you to present your bank card. And then what happened to me, but I think the machine must have just broke down. It didn't take the payment, but I didn't realise this. So then eventually I go about my business, completely forget that I'd even parked in this car park. And about 2 weeks later, I get a parking ticket. This is my parking ticket. 100 quid. What a rip-off. Now there is a way to appeal a parking ticket. They do actually have an appeal website that you can go onto and request not to pay it. Okay, so I finished my appeal and I've put in there that the machine wasn't working, so liability should be completely on them. Now I did everything I could to appeal this parking ticket. I even did my research to find out what their policy would be on a broken machine. Now I couldn't find any info online, so I thought I'd check with the Maritime Museum themselves. Now the staff in the Maritime Museum were actually really helpful. They explained how it all worked. It was just about the car park.
Yes.
Like I just tried to put my number in and it didn't work.
It's when you leave.
Oh right, okay.
So it takes a photograph of your number
Yeah.
once you come in.
Right,
when
okay.
you're parked, and then you put it in before you leave.
Okay. Is there like a phone number to ring or anything if it doesn't work, or?
I guess it's on the board out.
Right,
there.
okay. So there is actually a number on the sign, so I think we'll give it a call. Okay, let's give this a go.
Thank you for calling. Please hold the line whilst we connect your call. Thank you for calling Premier Park. Please redial using the free number 0800 145 5171. Many thanks.
Suppose I've got to try another number.
If you are experiencing problems with the pay and display machine, please press 2. If you would like to report it, please leave the details of your location, your vehicle registration, and the problems you are experiencing. However, please be advised that if you cannot pay, you should not park.
Hello? Hello? It's not even ringing. Okay, so the number's not even ringing. If you cannot pay, you should not park, even though you pay at this one at the end, so you would have already parked. Nonsense. I've also read quite a few reviews about this car park as well, and one of the most common ones was that people had driven in to park, couldn't find a parking space, left, and then got a parking ticket. And by law, they obviously have to say that there's a 10-minute total grace period, but I just don't think they realise how busy this place gets in the summer, and you could be stuck waiting to get out of the car park for 20 minutes. So imagine it's peak summer and you come into the car park and it's packed, and there's cars waiting everywhere for a parking space. You get stuck behind one that's waiting for a space and you end up being in the car park for longer than 10 minutes. You then exit the car park because you can't find anywhere to park, but because you've been there over 10 minutes, you have to pay to park, or you get a parking ticket. So the way that it works, when you enter the car park, there's a camera that clocks you coming in. Then the payment machine, if it's working, will work out whether you've paid for the right amount of time you've been here. Today I've parked in the Grove Place Cornwall Council car park next door, simply because I know that I've paid, because you can just pay through the Just Park app. I will never park in this car park again. Now there are other car parks in Falmouth that I would recommend 100 times over this one. Like this one, this is the Church Street short stay car park, and you get like a really nice view with it. Now they call it a short stay car park, but on the tariffs it does give you like a price for 24 hours. I mean, maybe I'm just a bit bitter because they took 60 quid off me. Or maybe I just don't want you to get scammed when you come to Falmouth. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you are going to use this car park, just make sure you get a receipt when you pay.